Hello. Today I'm at home because it started like pouring rain like tremendously, so I'm not in a park as usual. I came from work and yeah, today I'm not really know. Again, I'm always lost in these things. Today maybe it's 27, 28 maybe, so 27th day of this experiment. So I think around here is better lighting. But I have a bit of a mess right now in this living room, like reorganizing stuff. And yeah, let's see what we talk about. I haven't like planned much. I've been today quite analytical, so some days I need to like prime my brain to switch into the other like realm or to the other like approach to life. But yeah, I was thinking when coming back from work, the power of the belief. So maybe we can talk about that without much expectations. I'm trying right now not to have expectations of that topic because this is what happened to me, like what happens to me normally when I think I'm gonna talk about something or about a certain topic or with different points I wanna highlight. It's just giving myself more requirements and more things in my head, and I'm not gonna flow. So let's see what we come up with. Yeah, I was thinking of the power of the belief to achieve certain things, because you think like, oh, beliefs, you have several beliefs, you think this way, you have wishes, hopes, beliefs, like these all words like wish, hope, belief, they are different. What I mean is the power of belief, like these core beliefs or beliefs that you have, like they don't need to be like throughout your life, like core, very core. You can now create new beliefs. So these beliefs carry a really, a strong, like powerful force, because when you are convinced, and belief is not a thought, it's like a conviction. Well, how can I say it in English? It's like, yeah, belief is really close to knowing. Like, sometimes knowing is this intuition, like knowing versus belief. But belief is something like you have faith. Let's put it this way. You have faith, and this conviction, this faith, this belief will carry, your life differently than if you didn't have it. What I'm trying to highlight here is like, depending on which beliefs or which convictions or which different things you have faith in, you move through life differently. So if you get fired at work and you believe that you're gonna get another job very quickly, you move like with such a grace or confidence differently to a person who thinks it's the end of the world kind of thing. I mean, of course, depends on many situations. Some people are, prime in a way, or they are, like this word, programmed, or they have been primed. They have been telling themselves or people around them, so they have been conditioned in a way to think different, like having different beliefs. But when you approach these belief systems that you have, or these core convictions, from a place of like empowerment, that you can change them at any point, you understand this power of perspective. Like, you perceive things one way, but then if you change your perspective, you can see things the same, even differently. So when you have beliefs, like strong beliefs about like things are gonna be right, you move through life with confidence. So what does it mean? Like, you're gonna obviously have some thoughts, like doubtful thoughts, like maybe anxious thoughts, but if you have a strong faith and a strong belief that things are gonna work out for you, you kind of dismiss these things very, very quickly. I mean, you can get in a low day, maybe stressful day, maybe a day that you are not more in autopilot, and you can get dwelling on these thoughts. But normally, if you carry these strong beliefs, you are gonna be able to the thoughts when they appear. When they pop up, these thoughts, you're gonna beep, 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 spend with, I don't know, seconds, maybe 1 minute in these thoughts, but then quickly move in the next, next activity you are doing, maybe something like physical, maybe next thought that appears. So you're gonna dismiss the thoughts that don't align with the core beliefs or beliefs that you carry nowadays. And this will make you then act differently in the physical world, in the real world, because if you move as if you know that you are gonna get a job quickly, probably you will wake up much more energized. Probably you will wake up like, I don't know, eager to do like job search and things like that. So you have a different attitude. And of course there are like variables external to this, but it is much more likely that you are gonna align with the belief that you have, because you will move differently, you will, I don't know, you will think differently, you will feel differently, and these two things will help you act differently. And then the actions, because this is not like just manifesting without you making actions, you are gonna make actions, but then the beliefs for you to make these actions come first, for it to be like, smooth or easier for you to follow these actions. So it's both like the outer work, you need to do these actions, of course, but you're gonna do them by force, or you're gonna also work on your inner world to change or to rewire, or whatever you want to say it, or to catch beliefs and then change perspective. So then your actions are gonna be much more easier to make, because you are gonna identify with this faith or this belief that you are gonna, I don't know, find a new job very quickly. So maybe the first week you are unemployed, you do lots of things very quickly because you think it's gonna, or you show up to the interview like confidently. And also when you prime yourself in a way like you are confident, you let yourself be perceived as confident as well. And confidence is a thing that, of course you need some competencies, like of course a CV, of course, things like that for an interview. But when you appear in an interview with this approach of confidence, not arrogance, I'm saying just self-esteem, or the ability to, handle things, resourceful, responsive, anchoring yourself, the interviewers are going to notice this, are going to notice this, that you manage yourself, you lead yourself. So these things happen, and that is what manifesting people keep saying this, like, oh, okay, it's just thinking, feeling, whatever, and wishing. It's not even wishing. I mean, you need to wish something, imagine right now, or wish something. But then you need to work on your beliefs. Then these beliefs will help you work on your, will help you dismiss or dwell in one thought or another. They will make you choose thoughts, choose emotions, and then from this inner world that you are creating, the outer world would be reflected. So it's just, I created, now resonating with a post that I created on Instagram, is like, if everything is kind of a mirror or a reflection, or your reality, in sense of how you perceive it, because the same event, as I said, can be perceived like differently by two different people. So I was saying in the post of Instagram, like, if everything is kind of a reflection in your own reality, why you keep trying changing things outside and not changing yourself? Because when you change yourself like inward, then the change, or the things that you perceive, or how you perceive reality, or how you see opportunity, how you spot different things. Because if you are believing in, like, that job opportunities are easier, or easier to achieve for you, you are gonna see them more, you know. And this is not something like it's magical, you see, you don't see one day. No, you are gonna be priming your, you know, brain or mind, whatever you want to say, to actually spot these things, to focus on these things, because it's all about focus. So when you know, prime it to look for job opportunities, you're gonna see more, kind of thing. And yeah, the same happens when you, I don't know, go and you know, this was something like, I don't know if this is too much for this video, but I'm just going out of tangent right now. I've never, like, for example, imagine me, I was 23, 24, I've never worked in a bank, I had a, you know, debit card, whatever, but then I started an internship in a bank, and then suddenly I started seeing banks everywhere in my city, like everything. So when you, I don't know, immerse yourself in the environment, when you prime yourself to think more about, you know, these job opportunities, to think more about, as I was working in the bank, it's an internship, it was most of my day. So then I would be seeing banks, and the banks were there before as well. So it's just working internally, because this reality works in reverse to make it smooth, you know. You obviously you can try and change the external things, but if you work on yourself a lot, not saying a lot, even a little bit, you'll start changing yourself, and that changing yourself internally will make you choose differently. Thoughts, emotions, even make different actions. So the outer will change as a result. So you can do it, you decide if you wanna just work outside, or I prefer to work inward, because it's something that I can have more, you know, control over, in a sense, because I'm not, you know, trying to force and control anyone, and then reality shifts, you know. So I think we can leave it this way, because I think it wasn't that bad. I'm really not sure, we talked about different topics, but you know, something about reality shifting and inner work, the power of belief. So yeah, let's see what we talk about tomorrow. Bye guys!